Hi guys, it's Grayson here. Do you know the Malaysian government are literally giving out free money right now to all the Malaysians? Our Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin has announced last week on an economic stimulus package that valued at 250 billion ringgit in order to rescue the economy that has damaged by the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak. So, are you entitled to take advantage of this stimulus package? In this video, you're gonna find out. So as you can see, the Malaysian government has listed out 13 policies that will benefit most of the Malaysians. The first one is the government medical personnel that will getting a 400 to 600 ringgit allowance every month until the end of the pandemic. Well, it makes sense. I mean, they are working every day in the hospital and the clinics in order to helping people, and they need the allowance to cover up their expenses as well, right? And the second one is the MCO enforcers like police and the armies. They were getting a 200 ringgit allowance every single month until the end of the pandemic as well. MCO is the movement control order that has set by the Malaysian government to restrict our movement in order to suppress and control the spreading of the disease. And moving on, if your household income is below 4,000 ringgit, you will receive a 1,600 ringgit as allowance. And if your household income is between 4,000 and 8,000, you will getting a 1,000 ringgit in allowance. And the fifth one, any individuals more than 21 years old, if they're earning less than 2,000 ringgit, they will getting a 800 ringgit as allowance. And any individuals more than 21 years old, if they are earning between 2,000 and 4,000, they will getting a 500 ringgit as allowance. And the seventh one is the university students or any student in any higher education institutions, they will getting a RM200 ringgit as allowance. And the eighth one is the PTPTN, which is a student loan or a education loan in Malaysia that provides by the governments. Their repayments are delayed by 6 months, which means you don't have to pay your student loan in 6 months between this time. And the ninth one is the civil servants in Malaysia, includes the contracts civil servants. They will receive a 500 ringgit as allowance. And the 10th one is for the employers. If your company's revenue has dipped by more than 50% since the 1st January of 2020, you will receive a 600 ringgit allowance from the government. And if you are a e-hailing driver like Grab, you receive a 500 ringgit allowance from the government as well. And the 12th one is the Malaysian government will subsidize your electricity bill, because they know that during this lockdown time, people will stay in home more. Hence, the electricity bill will go up. So it's a really wise move to government to have to subsidize the people's electricity bill. The Malaysian government has decided to subsidize the electricity bill by 15% to 50% depends on your usage of the kilowatts. And the 13th one is the Malaysian government is giving out free internet to all Malaysians. Because during this lockdown time, we need the data or internet to receive and keep ourselves updated to the virus outbreak scenarios or any informations. So the Malaysian government is giving us 1 gigabyte free internet plan or internet data. So it kind of gives us a very good convenience to have. So these 13 are the 13 policy that is included in the economic stimulus plan. So if you're entitled to this policy, you must be wondering how you can register for it. I've put the government's link in the link description box below, so please check it out yourself and find out more informations. So during this time, I really hope you stay in home and stay safe, because it's a really critical time. In fact, the coronavirus infection has gone up more than 1 million cases globally. So yeah, it's a very worrying numbers, and of course it is concerning all of us as well. But during this critical time, the only thing we can do is do proper precautions and take good care of ourselves. So stay at home, take care, and see you in the next video.